at the confluence of the Three Rivers is Acrisure Stadium. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. Pitt lined up for the opening kickoff. Looking for blockers. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. The Seminoles offense that has the first possession of the game. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did, and he was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Right, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him, because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup. And you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get hits.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth. They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, fourth down in their own end, and they're going for it. There's some daylight. Oh, he's got some space. He finds enough daylight and gets it out across the 45, out of bounds at the 47, and a big run there. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Turns it upfield. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. Give to the back. Just smothered on the play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means 3rd and long. 3rd and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs. The Panthers offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. Coming onto the field for the first time today, Ja'Kyrion Turner, one of the better running backs in all of college football and a vital cog in this offense.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level, they can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns them. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So, #1 job for this defense, man. Try to make him play in a phone booth, right? Like, don't let him get out in space and get matchups like on a linebacker. Not a good matchup from you. You will lose that one.
2nd and long here. Right side, it's Yates.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Looking for room. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Back's got it on the screen. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
And I like what the offense did right there. A lot of times on 1st down, you're thinking run, right? Like, be aggressive, come downhill, try to take advantage of the defense. It wasn't a big play, but that will slow this defense down a little bit and just remind them they have to play those screens.
Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Noles send out the punt unit. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Turner. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Oh, pressure's coming. Trying to get rid of it. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Looking for a gap. It's Turner. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down. Pitt will line up to punt it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. No room to bring it back. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The give. And he's able to pick up a few yards as we reach the end of the 1st quarter. Still looking for our first score of the game as we start the 2nd quarter. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Swamped immediately.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Back to throw, it's Daniels. Fires to the right. Caught, it's Robinson. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. The Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Swings it out to the flat. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Catch in the middle, it's Robinson. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them. They're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Out wide right, it's Riles. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Well, it feels like everybody else on offense has been getting some in the passing game this drive. Finally, they get the tight end going, too. He's like, dude, I'm good, and I'm open. Throw me the ball. And that's exactly where their quarterback goes. He's feeling it right now. He's distributing the football to a bunch of different people in the defense right now.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Drops back on first down. Throws to the tight end. Out wide left, it's Kent. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
And man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on first down and goal right here. A situation where maybe you sneak in a pass. Defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
And he's got it! Touchdown, Panthers!
And
It's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. There he goes. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. And the Noles with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. And here comes the offense on second down. Right side, it's Boggs. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Faced with a third and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Changing the routes with his receiver. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down. And the Seminoles decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. Setting up the screen. Quick spin on the ride. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. Straight ahead, it's Turner. Powers through the defender. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Pitt will have to boot this one away. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Got the back over the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. On play action. Gets a hand in there.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Got his man. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Robinson. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. FSU calling its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Daniels. Fires to the wideout. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Makes the grab on the left. Florida State calls its third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
Great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Stepping to the right. On the run, fires downfield. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Oh, you just feel kind of like that's a little bit of a missed opportunity. He had him open, and he just overshot it a little bit. Man, those sting.
And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. We start with UL Monroe taking on the Louisiana Ragin' Cajuns. And it's the Warhawks with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. The result today gets them back to 500. It's something they harped on in practice all week, and they will celebrate this one for at least 24 hours. As we take a look at other action today, check out that notable upset inside the American Conference. Now over to your game inside Acrisure Stadium. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, third down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the Steel City.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Seminoles will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Low-scoring first half, but now an opportunity to get things off on the right foot here in the third quarter.
Well, and the good thing is you had time to go in the locker room. You had time to discuss what they're doing, what our plan of action is now moving forward, Palmer. They might have caught them off guard a little bit. They know they should have made some adjustments.
Yeah, you had a chance to regroup and go back and think about, okay, where do we think we have our best chance of success in this game? Which side of the offensive line can we run to? Which guy can we throw to hopefully now have a much better second half?
Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Complete. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. First down for this offense. They'll move the tight end. Hits inside. It's Turner. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking for a crease. It's right. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Out wide right, it's Kent. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. The Panthers are flying down the field. Play action on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Pitt will line up to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Now they'll run it to the right here. Got the first down. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Might as well give it to him again. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Sets his feet. It's Daniels. Got it. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Powers inside. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
Man, that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get first downs. They throw the football and get first downs. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense in all of college football getting first downs. They are so hard to defend.
Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
One of the things I love about bootlegs as a former quarterback is it's sort of a run-pass option yourself, right? You're given the choice and the freedom out in space to just do what the defense is not ready for. And that time, everybody covered in the back end, but no one there accounting for the quarterback. So go get as many yards as you can. Nice job.
And the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback. And a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
The handoff. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Snapped on fourth down. Got his man. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Got enough for the first down. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short as teams want to make their move in the rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'll go back to work with the first down in the final period. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Drops back. It's Daniels. Got it. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has, how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game.
Touchdown, Florida State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Pittsburgh sends out the offense to start this drive. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. Here comes the heat. Wide open downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, gonna throw it. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. He wants to throw it again. Firing deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Reels it in. Fights off a defender. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Run in the red zone, it's Turner. Headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Daniels. Right side, it's Boggs. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on first. Escapes the pressure going right. Throwing on the run. He's got it down the field. A big play gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. He now has 80 yards rushing and getting ever closer to that 1,200-yard mark. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. This time they'll throw it. He's going for the big play. It's him in stride inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. No room to run, and he's stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. This offense could not have executed in this situation any better, just draining some time off the clock. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Driven back. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. To the air, it's Daniels. Into the house. Touchdown, Noles! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. Caught over the middle. It's Yates. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab. Hit right back to the line.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Complete in the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Panthers peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. They just keep firing. Right down the middle. Between the hashes, it's Yates. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
Man, you got to like these last 2 plays by this offense. You understand.
Going for it all. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter. And you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage.
And fires toward the end zone. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
Rush is on. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Working the middle. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. On 1st and goal, let's see what Pitt does here. Send the tight end in motion. Fires to the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down to the air. Just a little off. Incomplete.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down. You've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he got it! And now it's a 1-possession game.
Nice job making that field goal. You're down in possession here late in the game. You've got 2 timeouts in your back pocket. Do you trust your defense to be able to go out, get a stop, and get you the football back for one final shot? We're going to see.
The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Pitt calls it 2nd timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play?
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Finds a crease at the 20. He'll be dragged down, but not before he's put the finishing touches on a win for his team. And that's the final timeout for Pitt. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Going to the running game. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Might as well run him again. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Give him 88 yards on the ground so far, and he is closing in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Fresh set of downs going up top. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
On the move, he fires. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Throws to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the 1st down. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Drops back on 1st down. He'll pull it down. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up 1 on the play. Pitt pushing the pace. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. He lobs one high down the left side. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. And with that turnover, we come to the close of this game. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have, and man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This is